Power up.
Get over here!
Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. Once again, it is the three middle-aged guys just bullshitting about nothing. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
And in this particular video, it's basically the week of the 7th of August. We are going to talk about the stupid shit that's happened in the video game industry over the last week. Well, as we said in the previous video, there were some great anniversaries that happened for some great video game series. But on the other side of the coin, just like your raging yin to your calm yang, we had stupid things happen in the video game industry. One of the things that didn't exactly happen this week, but kind of came to our attention just over the last few days was the fact that we mentioned in the previous video that Konami wants to earn your trust back. And part of that effort was that they made it known that they were going to go ahead and continue on with the Metal Gear Solid series without Hideo Kojima. Now, it was bad enough that they went out of their way and they made a poll a few months back, and they were like, hey, look, we've got this great big classic set of library of games. We want to know what gamers are interested in as far as what we can go ahead and remake or relaunch or stuff like that. And a lot of people said, hey, look, why don't you go ahead and redo, like, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid 2 or Metal Gear Solid 3 on the PS2, re-release them in high def. And Konami went out of their way and said, hey, that sounds really good. And then they made a fucking pachinko machine, which pissed people off. All right. Then over the last few weeks, they said that no, they're going to go out of their way to continue making the Metal Gear games, that they're going to really, really, really go out of their way to make a Metal Gear game. And rumors so far as of this time is that Ninja Theory is going to be the developer behind it. Thoughts, gentlemen, on that?
Bullshit, first of all. Listen. Fuck Konami. Okay.
Fuck Konami. I agree.
All right. If you're gonna a Metal Gear without Kojima, all right, I want to see that. We haven't had one of those ever since the NES version of Metal Gear. So, and
he
that
was involved with that. Yeah.
What?
No, he was involved with Metal Gear.
I thought it was just I didn't think the NES version. I thought the MSX version, yes.
Well, it was all based off the MSX, but I think the one that there was one called, there was a sequel to it that was released out on the NES.
Solid Snake.
No.
It was just Snake's Revenge.
Yeah, Snake's Revenge. I don't think he was involved with that one at all.
Okay, but the port for Metal Gear from the MSX version to the NEX version was so fucking butchered. Uh-oh, the truck has started to move. But it's just you're going to have a Metal Gear without Kojima involved in it. What about the voice actors? Are they going to be returning? Is David Hayter going to be Snake or Big Boss, or is Richard Doyle going to be... look, what direction can the story go after that?
That's one of the things that a lot of people. That's one of the things a lot of people have been asking, because the thing is that after let's see here, Metal Gear Solid 4 and Ground Zeroes, the way that it was pretty much finished up is that it was like, well, this is pretty much the whole story self-contained. I don't know where they're going to go after this.
Are they going to HD remix certain ones and then put them out? This is fucking Konami we're talking about here. And okay, let Metal Gear aside. To say that, okay, we want your trust back and we're going to go back to that, you know what fucking games that we want. You know what fucking franchises that we desire. You know it. Why the fuck are you asking that? Why the fuck should we ask for a Castlevania? Why the fuck should we ask for a Contra? Why the fuck should we ask for a Metal Gear? That makes no sense in any gaming conversation whatsoever. You know what the fuck we want. make them good, release them, and take our fucking money. That's basically the conversation there. So I don't bring back Double Dribble. Fuck. Blades of Steel, maybe? If you're gonna insult us and don't pachinko machine these things. Oh yeah, Blades of Steel pachinko machine. Oh yeah, okay. Double pachinko, double dribble. Yeah. Metal pachinko solid. Yeah. Oh, pachinko Vania. Yeah, it's gonna happen. And instead of the silver balls, they're gonna be red.
They're gonna be red hearts.
Yeah, exactly. Some shit like that. But that's insulting to me. Fuck that. No. That insults me as a fucking gamer to ask, hey, what do you gamers want? What do you gamers want? Even though these motherfuckers have been out for decades producing shit that we want and want sequels of and played, and they know what the fuck. That's a stupid fucking question.
What about you, Grey Mouse? What are your thoughts on this?
I honestly think that Metal Gear series can go on without Kojima. I mean, I really do. It really depends. What I recommend Konami doing is tread lightly, but don't be afraid of changing things up for the better. I mean, maybe there's some things that whoever becomes the head of the Metal Gear Solid series after, he could take Metal Gear to a different, where that maybe Kojima didn't go. So I'm looking forward. It's like a double-edged sword. It could be good, or it could be absolutely garbage. So I mean, I have no problem with
any game, and any company can do that.
So yeah, I have no problem with. You got these people that are hardcore Kojima only. Only Kojima could do Metal Gear Solid. Only you guys need to get that out of your mind. He moved on to bigger and better pastures. He's no longer with Konami, and so he's doing his own thing now. And Konami still has that IP
everywhere.
Huh?
I say, yeah, he's gone to handprints everywhere.
Yeah, and Konami's going to move that. I hope they move that franchise forward in a better way.
Yeah, I mean, let's just be honest. One thing that a lot of gamers fail to realize about Kojima, love him, hate him, or anywhere between, as much as you respect the guy, his efforts as far as what was there at Konami and everything else, putting together the Fox engine and going into developing the Metal Gear Solid games, and that's just one set of games over the last few decades, or the last decade, went way over time and $40 million over fucking budget from what Konami initially expected.
Yeah.
Okay. And, be as harsh as you can with Konami as far as being a publisher. And we've said this many times before. The problem with a lot of video games, or the biggest problem in the game industry, is the fact that it's a creative process controlled by bean counters. All right. Mm-hmm. And the bean counters at Konami have made it very, very obvious that they don't care about AAA titles, which pulls the requisite fuck Konami. All right.
AAA titles, they really give a fuck about gaming.
Yeah. Or that's a double fuck Konami, really.
Exactly.
The funny thing about that is that it's as bad as as bad as Konami is about going out of their way and being really cutthroat and being such huge fucking bean counters about it, there is a flip side to it. All right. If you go out of your way and you allow developers to just run unchecked, without any sort of accounting or any sort of check as far as financially or anything like that, then you end up with the situation that Square Enix has faced down and made publicly known over the last week. The fact that they posted up a 244 million yen loss that they incurred through their support of the Tokyo RPG Factory with the release of I Am Setsuna, which hit, PSN and Xbox Live and Steam just like last week or 2 weeks ago. Okay. Now, the game itself, I Am Setsuna, if you ask me, it looks like a spiritual successor to Chrono Trigger. It's classic, traditional Japanese artwork with mechanics like Chrono Trigger. But the thing about it is that it's released out on Steam and all of these, online distributions for like $30. It's a budget title. How the fuck did they go out of their way to incur this 244 million fucking yen debt? How out of budget did they end up? I can't fucking understand it, and that's the flip side of running around and not checking developers that are working under you as a publisher to stay within budget or to stay within confines, or just letting them run wild. It boggles my fucking mind. What do you guys think about it? It's
so basically they just did an Atari
without the landfill.
Right. It's like, all right, look, shit, that's a big ass fucking debt. That's, wow. Unacceptable.
I mean, here's what it translates into, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Without even ever releasing the title, they went ahead and pretty much announced that they were $21.4 million in debt over budget for just producing the fucking thing.
Just producing.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
any thoughts, Gray Mouse?
Yeah. I guess I'm not trying to offend just people that don't know how to stay within budget. But there could have been a possibility that when the developer pitched the idea to the publisher and the developer said, okay, I can do this and this amount of money, shot themselves in the foot by underbidding themselves. And then, or it could be the other way around as well, is that they were scared to ask the publisher that I need X amount of money to do this, and pretty sure that Square Enix wouldn't have went along with that. But I mean, we don't know the whole entire story. But having a game, was it that much over? I mean, how much over budget did they really go in producing this game?
Like you said, even if you think about it, the game's only been released for 2 weeks. Okay, and they're already posting a 21 million USD loss, okay, on supporting the fucking title. And that is just mind-boggling to me.
One thing too is that I don't understand it, but I'll say it anyway. The AAA titles, those guys are humongous budgets, right? And this ain't even a AAA title.
Yep.
So that's where I'm kind of scratching my head about, is like, how can a B-list game, so to speak, occur so much debt?
Yep. I mean, here's the thing.
And why did Square Enix allow that to happen?
Here's the thing. The Tokyo RPG Factory looks like, from my research, it looks like it was a studio created by Square Enix, and it was staffed by people that they found. Basically, it was a budding studio that they wanted to go out of their way that was going to handle classic JRPGs, while the main the in-house Square Enix guys or Square guys would be working on their AAA titles, like the numbered Final Fantasy or titles or anything like that. And basically what happened with this And it really boggles my mind because, like I said before, I work QA for a mobile developer, and we have a lot of custom clients and things like that. So a lot of the things that we have to worry about is working within budget. It just sounds to me like because Square Enix was the company that founded Tokyo RPG Factory, and because these were people that were familiar to him, it was like the guys at Tokyo RPG Factory were connected right to the source, and they ran wild like they had a blank fucking check. And nobody went out of their way to actually do the fucking math on all the work and everything that they were doing until the game was finally fucking released.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is just dumb as shit.
Yeah, it is. Wow. That's fuck.
I mean, I support publishers who go out of their way to give as much freedom and leeway to their developers, all right? Because generally speaking, 90% of the time they're going to ask for things quicker, cheaper, and as close to whatever's going to give them the biggest profit margins possible. And because of that, a lot of products out there fucking reflect. But when, if you go the opposite way, completely on the opposite end of the spectrum, where it's like handing them a blank fucking check, I'm sorry, Square, but there's not too many people that you can go out of your way to blame when you find yourself 21 fucking million USD in fucking debt than the motherfucker who was handing out the money. Really.
Well, that goes to say also with these other small studios, so to speak, that can put out games. One person created like a game. I forgot the name. I can't think of it on the top of my head right now. But by themselves, and I just don't understand. I mean, like I said, like you said, I think that they just gave them a blank check and they just went to town. They just painted the town red.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why they would do that. I mean, it boggles the mind that the publisher would allow that to happen. I mean, I understand supporting your small studios and whatnot. I understand that. But I guess they were banking that this game was going to be a AAA title.
I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah.
But look at what they're selling it for if they thought it was going to be a AAA title.
No, the thing is that the game was definitely not developed as a AAA title. I mean, if I bring up Steam right now and I look on the store and I pull up I Am Setsuna, I believe right now, yeah, it's going for $39.99. It's a $40 game. Okay, this is not a AAA title,
right? By any means.
Yeah, and the thing is, the game's it hasn't even been out for a fucking month. Okay, and they're already announcing a loss. Somebody really fucked up in the
yeah. Did they basically what I'm asking is, did they like mention the name of the game outright, saying that this game set us back X amount of dollars? Or
Tokyo RPG Factory was founded just recently, and I Am Setsuna is their first release title. So there is no other game to look at. There is no other project to look at.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I mean, I was thinking that maybe, that was a total loss from Square Enix, including that game, not just direct effect of that game.
Yeah,
is what I was saying.
Yeah, there's nothing else out there.
I was just trying to find an excuse, because there's no excuse.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that.
I mean,
I was just trying to find a logical thing that this game cannot put them back that much money.
Here's the thing, all right? If you sit there and you write off everything that goes on in an office, and I know this, not just working at the place that I'm working at, but also working at other publishers and things like that. If you write off everything, like all the fucking weekend vendors going out, serving up dinner for all the employees and also fucking clients and shit like that, and all the other shit that you can go ahead and add on to the books that they're going to allow to happen, yeah, it can add up really fucking quick. All right. And like I said, you know, it's just dumb that they went out of their way and they had a blank check. Now, that's not to say that the opposite can't have a bad effect, because also this week we had a very ready set of examples of the opposite happening, okay? At Comic-Con, Activision went ahead and they announced that they were going to re-release Marvel Ultimate Alliance for PSN and Xbox Live and for Steam. These are games that were initially released out in 2006 and also 2008, respectively. Okay, they're offshoots of the. They came out of the X-Men Legends franchise, and that they started out on the PS2, the original Xbox, and everything else. And they're actually really, really good games. I have them. Well, they were released, and the PSN, the Xbox Live versions seem to be pretty solid. Although people had real reservations of the fact that these are 10-year-old games that are being released at $40 a pop. But wait, right, if you really wanted to get both of them, you could get both of them at $60 a pop. But then it came down to what was released on Steam and for the PC. There are huge fucking technical issues for the PC. Shit is just wrecked.
What else is new?
There's no fucking gamepad support. What the fuck? Really? All right. There's no gamepad support. The DLC characters that were available for both the first game and the second game are nowhere to be found. And both of them have like performance and graphical and sound issues. Okay. You have full game support on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, but you have no DLC characters. It looks like there's a solid video performance and everything else. But literally, if you turn it on, it sounds worse than listening to fucking Street Fighter Special Edition on the fucking Sega Genesis. All right. Now, if you imagine that as static playing in the background constantly, that's what it sounds like on the PC.
Oh
no! PC Master Race.
Fucking Bobby Kotick and Activision pinching pennies. That was a quick fucking blatant cash grab. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Man.
I mean,
it was they overpriced it.
Yes.
It has glitches in sound. It has glitches in graphics.
And all of the DLC that was there available for everybody before is nowhere to be fucking found.
So it's incomplete. Automatically it's incomplete.
Yes.
And no gamepad support.
Yep.
No, that's what stuck out to me at the beginning. That you have a game. Look.
Not only that, but you can't read out the fucking buttons on the keyboard.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How does that even add up?
It don't add up to $40, I'll tell you that.
It doesn't even add up to $5.
Yeah.
That's see, I really get that. Really gets under my skin when companies do this shit. Cash cows, cash grabs. That's all they are.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, they take a game that shouldn't have been remade, remake it, and then fuck it up. How do you fuck up something that's already existed? That exists. The mechanics are there. All you have to do
is just port it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Copy and
that was great about it. Port it over.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to change. Didn't have to do anything new. Okay. There's more?
Here is the silly thing about it, okay?
There's more.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance released out a PC version back in 2007 that plays fine on Windows fucking 7. in Windows 8, I have a copy of it back there. Okay, and
But on Windows 10,
granted, look, well, under compatibility mode, all right, and I'm pretty sure that there are people who have their own hacks and fucking mods to go ahead and compatibility mods to go ahead and run it.
okay, that's fine.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, okay, I can kind of accept that because it wasn't released anywhere else except for the consoles. And at the time that it got released was also around the time that Disney got a hold of Marvel, and then all the licenses went into all sorts of fucking confused shit. But yeah, this is just fucking blatant. It's a goddamn cash grab, and it's like, fuck, really? What the hell were you guys doing? It was just dumb. It got so bad that Marvel's director of creative media and products got on the horn and went ahead and Twittered out, yes, we know the state of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. We are working feverishly with our outside contractors and partners to make sure everything is corrected. Okay? In other words, the mouse with the deep pockets got really fucking angry and said, take care of this bullshit. All right? And Activision followed up and said, yes, we are going to be putting out patches to go ahead and fix everything. Yes, we're going to release DLC, so you guys were going to have fucking access to that.
And they expect that to make it better.
Yeah.
And if they do it for free,
There.
it's a make good,
See, again, this is a perfect example of waiting. Don't get a game upon release.
Well, no, wait a minute. This is a re-release of a fucking game.
Yeah.
The point about that, it doesn't make any sense. This is that fucked up.
Yeah.
It's a re-fucking release. It's not like it's a new fucking game.
Well,
I think it's a re-release.
I think maybe one thing that we're forgetting to look at is that, there's no excuse. I'll just go ahead and say that.
No, there's not.
The fact that moving it from console or whatever onto PC, there has its.
But there was a PC version that existed before for the one.
Wait, the Reverend pointed that out earlier. There was a PC and he has it. So there's no excuses here.
No.
This is not something new totally for the fucking PC.
To me, it seems like this was just a straight, like I said, a cash grab. That's all it was.
It's not like it didn't already fucking exist. That was the Reverend's point earlier.
Yeah. I mean, just copy and paste.
Wait. Let me put you in this perspective. What if the NES Mini has the fucked up version of all of its games on the NES Mini? What if they don't work properly?
What if it still asks you to blow in its fucking slot?
That's hilarious.
You still have to open the lid up.
Actually, the lid don't open, from what I understand.
No. But he's just saying that.
I know.
You have to blow into the USB port this time, or the HDMI. You have to blow into the HDMI slot in order to get this shit to work. But the point would be, you already have this shit that fucking exists on more than one device.
More than one platform.
Yeah.
Right. The virtual console. So you mean to tell me that motherfuckers can make emulators and you can't even emulate your own shit? That would be embarrassing. And that would equivalent to this.
Yeah.
This is just garbage.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's just funny. I mean, because the thing is that what a lot of people may not get is that we are not negative Nancy's. I mean, shit. We spent quite a few over the last few videos that we've put out over the last few weeks, extolling the grand efforts and graces, sucking the dicks of fucking publishers and game companies that did really good shit. All right. Maybe not that much, but at least we went out of our way to go ahead and recognize it.
But wait a minute. Here's the thing about it. Bullshit should be called out when there's bullshit.
Yep.
Period. Nothing is above scrutiny.
No.
Nothing.
Nobody is above.
No
scrutiny.
one is above scrutiny either.
Nope.
If there's stupid shit that happens, it should be pointed out, regardless of who does it or what does it. It's just as simple as that. Nobody should get a pass. Nothing should get a pass. Oh, we like this so much that it was a good game. Sure, they fucked up on this, but I love it, so I'm not going to talk about it. Fuck that.
That's what fanboys do.
Yeah.
Those are, no.
Hey, you know, that's crazy that they had something to copy and paste from direct from the same platform.
Yep.
You know, I could kind of understand from a console to a PC, but from a PC to a PC, and you still fuck that up.
What, like Batman Arkham Knight?
How?
Yeah.
Something that's already on PC. Is Windows 10 that fucked up?
No, it's not even to Windows 10. It's the Steam version. That's the thing.
Hey, Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
That's something else, and I could talk about that, but that's really about NVIDIA. That'll be another video, all right? But we're running low on time on this particular one. Yeah, this particular video, folks, like I said, not only were we talking about the great things that we appreciated over time, that's time proven. This week, a lot of stupid shit happened, and we just pretty much summarize it for you, all right?
Call it out.
Yep. With that, like I say at the end of every video, hit like, hit subscribe, leave us a comment below. You know, thank you for being with us. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
Once again, for the benefits of common sense logic in gaming, fix your shit, damn it. Credits.
It's like peeing in a bottle and saying, this beer is really good. I'm going to charge you $40 fucking for it. It's 10 fucking years old. What the fuck?
You get drunk off that shit. No thanks.